I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Black 20. Stay with your man. We got to tighten up. 3 down. Double bump. Check. 3 down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Double.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Take 2 of them. Monday. Kill. Back. You good?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Black 20.
Let's go, you tighten
Alert, alert.
Let's go, you tighten up.
Hey, box truck.
Hey, 50 the month.
Let's go.
Here we go. Hey, mine's 50.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Ricky.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Okay, ready?
98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
198, watch 98, 98 to Mike. I'm here all day. 198, watch 98, 98 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
198, watch 98, 98 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 198, watch 98, 98. Hey, echo. 198, watch defense.
2nd and 9 now. And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
198, watch 98, 98 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Get out.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready to break.
55. Big stop, dude. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
50. Hey, over.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
On the ground, McCaffrey, a little juke. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Zoom. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch the run. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 5. And his tight end, Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports.
Got it? 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
Baby, that's a baby shot.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Greystone, travel. Full strength. Check. Check out.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready up. 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shoot.
On second down, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Whoa.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Go.
Now Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check 26. Check 26.
First carry for James Conner. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
50's the mark. 250. Nice move. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike 50.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
55. Check 3. Check 3. Check it back. Check it back.
Slam.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That's it, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
18 on the play. First down, Steelers.
Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59
On second down, they'll run with White. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike, bravo! Right there, 55.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Easy.
Check, 55.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. As scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, Delta.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got one. Mike, 55.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Charlie.
198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. I'm coming. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike. I got it.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Jack 16.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Quarter. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, check. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. It's our field.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Boswell's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Easy. Mike 50. No foul. Rush in.
Again, it's Connor. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 50.
To give to the tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 98
to Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Hey, high 7.
98. Watch 98.
5.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Hey, Echo.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. So we got man. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Ready?
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Logan. He finds some open field here. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Steelers 6.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go, go.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hey, alert.
Push him back. Push him back.
Hey, no, look at that. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Squeeze, double. Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Steelers' 21-yard line.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Bring it. Tie that left. 3 down. Check 31. Check.
80 weapon.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullet good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. Johnson odds poke free. Football's out. And the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
77. Mike 50.
Silver.
Five.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Watch 98. 98's the mic.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Be careful.
2nd and 11. On the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Switzer on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. To throw on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger able to shake him off. And that will be incomplete.